This is the new Taylor, a lover, a creative force, a woman in charge.
Lover.
Her newest video, with a retro feel dropping just hours ago, is burning up the internet. Lover is the first album under her new record label, Universal Music Group. It's a fresh start for the pop princess. For the first time, she'll own her masters. This morning, fans were anything but calm as she took the stage in Central Park, performing live on GMA. The crowd's energy was palpable, as close to 5,000 admirers sang along to every lyric.
Never find another like me.
From me to Shake It Off. Swifties lined the streets of New York, camping out overnight. The NYPD tweeting, "Feels like one of those nights we won't be sleeping," as they waited a surprise delivery.
Your dad was actually out handing out pizza overnight.
My dad was handing out pizza.
This is Taylor Swift's dad. Oh my God.
You know, for my parents, they're like, that's my kid. People are waiting on the sidewalk to see her sing. Like, it's really astonishing to us.
Yep.
For over a decade, Swift has been music's it girl, with 10 Grammys, 5 #1 hits, and selling more than 50 million copies of her 6 studio albums. But she told ABC's Robin Roberts that this album is different.
I mean, one thing about this album that's really special to me is that it's the first one that I will own of my work. Which is a concept that they're very supportive of.
Right. I was going to wait to ask you about that, but since you went there, this is something that is very important to you, and you've also said that you're planning on re-recording some of your music. Is that true? Are you going to do that?
Yeah, that's true, and it's something that I'm very excited about doing because my contract says that starting November 2020, so next year, I can record albums 1 through 5 all over again. So,
And you'll do that.
I'm very excited about it. Because
why is this so important to you?
Because I think that artists deserve to own their work. I just feel very passionately about that.
Yeah.
Last month, the singer made headlines when news broke that her masters had been sold. But it wasn't just the sale that had the 29-year-old upset. It was the buyer, Scooter Braun, the high-profile manager who Swift alleges publicly bullied her, calling it my worst-case scenario. Braun acquired Big Machine Records, which owns so many of Swift's deeply personal recordings, for $300 million. In a passionate and unfiltered Tumblr post, Swift writes, "My musical legacy is about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it." But to really understand the bad blood and the reason why she wants control of her music, you need to go back 10 years to this moment at the VMAs, just as Taylor was basking in her big win.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
And with those 15 words, a celebrity feud was born. In 2016, Kanye releases the song Famous, calling her out.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that famous.
Kanye's wife, Kim, posts this video to Snapchat, insinuating that Taylor had agreed to the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, go with whatever line you think is better.
Swift fired back on Instagram, writing, "I was never given the full story or played any part of the song." Scooter Braun was representing Kanye at the time and then appeared with him in this picture, which Taylor says was taunting her. Swift referring to this photo of Braun, West, and Justin Bieber that the sorry singer posted back in 2016 with the caption, "Taylor Swift, what up?" Bieber apologizing to Swift for that post, writing in part, "It was my caption and post, and that Braun told me not to joke like that." Sources close to Braun say no bullying happened. Swift's emotional message after the sale spotlighting the debate about whether or not artists should own the rights to their music.
In a record deal, it's actually standard for the record label to own the master recordings. It's actually the exception when the artist owns the recordings and then licenses them to the label.
But legends like Prince have argued that the business model is wrong. Back in the 90s, the Kiss singer adamantly fought his label for control of his music, at times even writing "slave" on the side of his face, telling Rolling Stone, if you don't own your masters, your master owns you.
He got out of his deal with Warner Brothers, he fulfilled the contract, and he went on to do a succession of one-off deals. Every time he'd release an album, he licensed it to a record company, and you have 20, 25 different record companies putting out Prince records at various times. But because of Taylor's platform and her very heartfelt take on the situation, you know, she's raising her hands and saying, this is messed up.
Before Taylor was Taylor, the fresh-faced teen met Scott Borchetta, who would sign her at just 14 as one of the first artists for his new label, Big Machine Records.
Big Machine Records became a giant almost immediately thanks to Taylor.
Just starting out, she spoke to ABC as a freshman in high school.
When I go through something, I have to write a song about it. I have to write a poem about it.
Here's a reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
It was Teardrops on My Guitar that made her a household name. Subsequent hits like Love Story cemented her status and became the soundtrack of the teenage experience. Songs which Swift says she'll soon have the right to re-record as her own masters, something she's already accomplished with Lover.
Do you have one lyric? I mean, they're all your babies, but do you have one that's special in your heart?
I think every lyric on the song Lover is, I'm really proud of that song. Like, that song is like,
Lover, the single, is said to be your most romantic song yet. All these Swifties they've been poring over it, trying to get some clues. So can you tell us the meaning behind Lover?
well, Lover's a song that I'm so proud of. I wrote it alone, and I'm just, like, it's just so cool to be able to celebrate with everyone.
Taylor Swift's new album, Lover, is out now.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.